to another video. Today I thought I would show you guys all of the crystals that I got this summer, and it's not a ton. I've been working a lot this summer. I haven't been to a lot of crystal shops. I have tried here and there to do a little bit of shopping online, and online shopping, what can I say? It's great because you can do it from bed and you can fill up your cart with as many things as you want. That's definitely a hobby of mine, just filling up my Etsy cart with crystals that I think that I want. But the thing is, it's very, very hard to tell what you're getting sometimes. And I've had two huge disappointments this summer with buying online, so it is what it is. It's just part of the crystal buying game online. Like, it's always a risk, and I always tell people to just read reviews on Etsy shops and things like that, but even then, we'll get to it. So, let's just start. I am going to go ahead and pick up the first thing that catches my eye, which is this tiny, tiny rose quartz sphere. I bought this one online, and it was just so little, and I was already buying some stuff from that shop, and I just saw it and I just wanted it. There's no like real rhyme or reason behind this one, but it's just so cute. And honestly, I have this little project in mind I think I'm going to use this for, so she might not be mine forever. She might end up in one of your homes on this project that I'm doing, but she's lovely. Rose quartz is really nice. I've recently started wearing rose quartz every day. It's not something that I've done before, but I have tiny wrists, and I just started beading my own bracelets because I'm so tired of wearing bracelets that are too big for me and they fly around everywhere. So I started taking my bracelets apart that I have and just making them smaller, but then also like mixing my crystals so I can wear what I want. And I've been wearing this one, and it's rose quartz and angelite. So I've been wearing rose quartz every day, and I did get these bracelets this summer. I went in and I'm checking out, and I see these angelite bracelets, and I'm like, oh yeah, I wanted angelite bracelets, and I need one to take apart because I want to make something out of it. And I grabbed it, and then I grabbed another one, and then the next time I went back to the store, I grabbed another one. So because the first two that I bought, I couldn't make myself take apart. I was wearing one on each wrist, and it just felt so balanced and so good. Like, last year sometime, I saw a girl doing that. She had two angelite bracelets on, and I remember this feeling coming over me like, I need to do this. And it was lovely. I really liked it. But when I bought the third bracelet, I still have a couple of them intact. They're just a lot bigger on me than the ones I've been making. But so I finally bought another one. I took it apart and I mixed it with the rose quartz bracelet that I got too. And I've been wearing this every day, and I really like it. It's soothing. I've also been wearing my amazonite every day. I just made it smaller so it fits me, and I wear that to protect from EMF stuff. And then this, I actually bought these little rhodochrosite beads this summer on an Etsy shop, and they are beautiful quality. And they're like faceted, and they have little cracks in them. You can see the lines and the banding. They're so, so nice. And yeah, I made them into a little bracelet. Look how tiny. This looks like a child's bracelet, but this actually how small my wrists are. So, and then I've been wearing this one every day. This one is jade and lapis and lepidolite, and it's just like my vibe right now. It's so great. This is actually my first lapis bracelet. It's the first crystal I started wearing every day. This bracelet broke, and I finally am wearing it again, and honestly, it's like my life has accelerated in such a good direction. I am in love with this bracelet. I'm so happy that I'm wearing him again. So those are all new-ish. I also got some carnelian And I tried to make it into a bracelet, and I was doing it in like beads of 3 with little separations. And I put it on, and about 5 minutes later, it popped off. So I don't know how I feel about that. I don't think I'm gonna make an all carnelian bracelet because I don't feel like I need it. Maybe. I also got some green aventurine beads. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with these. I got also just more jet beads. I'm gonna be experimenting with a little bit more jewelry making, bracelet making. I'll probably put some in my Etsy shop, and probably like combination bracelets. So that's that. Another thing I got is this tiny little obsidian wand. I talk about obsidian a lot. I talk about obsidian a lot in a lot of my videos, and I always notice I don't really have much obsidian to show people. I have like this cute little Buddha and a bracelet, and I felt like I needed more obsidian because I love it so much. So I found this little wand. I really like him, and so I had to have him. And then from another shop, these are both from online shops, I got this raw piece of obsidian also, and you can just see the like cracks and the breaks in it. He's really nice just to like hold on to. He's not sharp at all. It just feels like he goes there. He just like fits right in the palm of my hand. He's really nice. So I'm glad that I finally have more obsidian. It was definitely needed in my collection. Wow, now that I'm looking down, like most of the stuff I got is black. So I was at a crystal shop, and I just picked up some more of these tiny black tourmalines. I really like these. They're rough little pieces, and they're just perfect for both like gridding but also house gridding. I have pieces like this on top of all of my doorways in the house. Like going to and from any room, you are being cleansed by my black tourmaline. So I have them on top of all the doorways. Weird story. So I had them there. Oh, I can't remember when I put them there. I think it was last winter. And then in the spring sometime, like early spring before everything shut down, Ryan went out of town, and I remember hearing this like loud crack in the next room, and one of these had flown off of the top of the doorway and shattered on the ground below it. And later that same week, another one in another part of the house, same thing, it shattered. So I took them all down, I cleansed them all. That is something to keep in mind with black tourmaline. You do need to cleanse it, especially if it's doing a lot of work for you, and clearly those were doing some work. So I just wanted to get some replacements, and these are just like really handy little shapes to have. So I got a few of those. I also, getting like extras of things, I have been doing a lot of shopping for quartz crystal points. I have been buying them in bulk because I use them in my orgonite pieces. Orgonite is something that I make. It contains all these little metal pieces, and it contains a quartz crystal. And the whole idea behind these is that metal attracts energy in, the crystal cleanses it, and they're just like these energy cleaners. And they all have quartz points in them, so I have to get quartz points in bulk because I use a lot of them. I made a whole video about my orgonite. I will link it for you if you want to watch it, and I sell these in my Etsy shop. This one is my favorite right now. It's black light reflective, so the heart glows and the little white metal pieces glow. I really like glowy, sparkly things. It makes me happy. Anyways, so that is why I've been buying all of those quartz points. And then also I've been buying a lot of moldavite because, you guys, I feel like we're going through this great awakening right now with humanity, and I feel like moldavite is a huge part of that. I feel like it's going to help so many people, and so I have been buying a lot of moldavite, and I am selling a lot of little pieces in my Etsy shop. I kind of specialize in doing tiny pieces because I feel like everyone should be able to afford a piece of moldavite. So I'm always putting little affordable pieces in there. I've had pieces in there for as low as $5. And so that's why I'm buying so much moldavite. This is a piece though that I can't get rid of because I took it out and it looks like a little tree or a little piece of broccoli. And I think it's the cutest thing I've ever seen. Little broccoli tree moldavite. I couldn't get rid of it. So that's my new moldavite. All right, so I decided to get online and buy a large piece of hypersynth. Hypersynth. I actually don't have any idea how to say it, but I do own one piece already and I already enjoy the piece that I have. However, I got this idea in my head that I wanted like this big, beautiful piece of it. And so I got onto Etsy and I started searching for it and I found this one piece. I'll see if I can find the picture and I'll show it to you, what I thought I was buying. And I mean, after I purchased it, I was like thinking about this piece that I thought it was going to be for like, I mean, the whole time until it got here. I was so excited about getting this piece. I was just pumped up about how beautiful it was, right? And I am just so excited for it to get here, and it gets here and it looks like this. And it's just one of those things where a lot of online crystal shops will show you an example of a crystal and then be like, choose a size and choose a quality. And what you end up with is nothing like what is in the picture. And that drives me insane. This is actually smaller than the first tumbled piece that I have. And like, there's nothing wrong with him. Don't get me wrong. I don't want to hurt his feelings. He's a beautiful little piece. They have all these like really great lines and striations in them. And it's really good for psychic development and things like that. You know, I am going to have to end up buying a larger piece because now I just have this thing in my mind and it's big and it's heavy and it's so powerful and I need it. And so I'm on the search for that. That was not my only disappointment online, as I said. Let's talk about nuumite. Now, there are certain crystals that a lot of crystal shops mislabel and missell. And it's almost like you can't be mad at these crystal shops because the crystal shop buys their crystals from a supplier. So if the supplier is being like, here's what you're buying, the crystal shop gets it and then tells everyone else, here's what you're buying. But that's not actually the stone. Super common things that pretty much all crystal shops sell, wrongly labeled, are selenite, which real selenite is like clear and transparent, and what you usually find in crystal shops at an inexpensive price is actually satin spar, and it is this. It's a little bit like rougher and it's not completely see-through. This isn't actually technically selenite, but everyone calls it selenite. So it's like you can't be mad at them because everyone calls this selenite, even though it's technically not. They are both part of the same family. They both have very similar properties. But if you want to get technical, this is not selenite, and people sell it as selenite. Another super common thing people sell mislabeled is citrine. Most citrine that you find in crystal shops is actually heat treated amethyst. I don't get crazy about that because I feel like, yes, man is messing with it a little bit, but they are just trying to recreate what nature already does. It's a tricky thing, but again, it's almost like you can't get mad at sellers because everyone does it. Although I feel like it's getting more and more learned, especially online, like in crystal groups and stuff, it's now much more commonly known that most of the citrine you see that has that baked look is actually heat treated amethyst. That being said, a lot of crystal shops sell nuumite, but it is actually this thing called copperite or something like that. And it looks like this, and it has these flecks in it, and it's very similar looking to nuumite. However, real nuumite, it only comes from one location in Greenland, so it is rare and it is a little bit more expensive. This stone has flecks of like copper, and it is supposed to be great for your intuition, and it is supposed to be grounding, which is a lot like the energies of nuumite. I actually have held a really nice quality piece of nuumite before, and then immediately compared it with one of these because we were kind of trying to figure out if this was real nuumite, and having a real piece was very useful in kind of diving into the energies and seeing how different they were. So I remember when I did that thinking that the energies were very, very, very similar, but the real nuumite was so much more, like so much more. So I finally decided I need to get a real piece of nuumite. And again, I saw this beautiful picture online. So real nuumite is not only supposed to have those flecks, but it's also supposed to have streaks, like blue and yellow streaks. It almost looks like a meteor shower, which is amazing. And I'm pretty sure I saw a meteorite fall the other night, which is amazing and magical in itself. Anyways, so I found these. I'm definitely going to put a picture right here of what I thought I was buying because, oh my God, how beautiful. And I'm so excited. And you guys, I don't think the piece I got is fake. At first glance, it does just look like black tourmaline. However, I have examined it with a flashlight for a long time, and I finally found some streaks of blue and a very little bit of yellow. And I mean, it takes me a while to find it. It's very, very hidden in here. So, but this is what I got. And as you can see, there's no apparent flash of any kind. And you may think, oh, well, it's just because it's the video. Well, let me show you something with flash. Obviously, you can see the flash in this. You can see the shapes in the flash. Even though the ring light, you can see the ring light too, but you can still see the shapes and the flash. This one, nothing. This is just a tumbled stone. I paid $30 for this. So that hurts a little bit. Thinking I'm receiving that and getting this for $30. There's no way I would have done that in a crystal shop if I would have seen this. You know what I mean? So I'm definitely pumping the brakes on my online shopping a little bit. I'm doing a little bit of traveling this fall, and I am planning on hitting up every single crystal shop that I can. So let's move on to more exciting things. I got one of these. This is calcite. This was sold as Caribbean calcite. That's a whole thing that people are arguing about right now too. But this is definitely a type of calcite, and it looks like a beach, and that's why I love it. And it's this just beautiful beachy palm stone, and it's so soothing. And honestly, I've never looked at it like this before. So right now it's backlit to me because the light is right there. So right now I can see through it, and it looks like there's these clouds with rain coming out of them over the ocean. Let me see if I can show you this. If I backlight it, I don't think you're going to be able to see it. This piece is so soothing and nice, and it's exactly what I picked out. This was an online purchase also, and it's an online purchase that I'm happy about. I love it. It's so, so, so calming. Honestly, this makes me want to take a nap, so I need to put it down because we have more crystals to look at. This little guy, this one makes me so happy too. So this I bought in a crystal shop, and I have passed these and seen these hundreds of times. I say hundreds because I used to work at this crystal shop. So literally hundreds of times I've seen this thing, and there's a whole shelf of them, and I've always thought they were beautiful, but I've never felt the pull that I needed one. But this day I saw them, I went to them, I picked him up, and I could not put him back down. I picked up a few other ones and I'm like, nope, 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 he's mine. I have to take him. He's so happy. He was so happy when I picked him up that I didn't even let them put him in the bag. I put him in my pocket when I left. Yes, this is very big to put in a pocket, but I had to. He didn't want me to put him down. This glorious thing is malachite and chrysocolla together. Just take in the beauty. Oh man, he's coming apart on my hands. It's not good. He's coming off on my hands. I don't know if you know about malachite. It's actually a little bit toxic. Most of this is like smooth and nothing's coming off, but I do have a crack in here where little pieces are coming off. So make sure with malachite, if you have a piece that isn't completely sealed, especially if something like that is happening, wash your hands. It's just full of heavy metals, and that's not good for anybody. On that same day, I happened to see this guy, and it's just a little smoky point, but he's sparkly and something about him. I just had to have it. You know, that happens a lot, and it happened, and I got him, and I love him. The druzy on this is just so nice. He's new. This is kind of just a little random piece of pyrite that I got, and I don't know why I felt like I needed this, but I have all different sizes and types of pyrite, and this one's just very different than any of the ones that I have. It's like a nice medium size. I think it's just cute, and I love pyrite. You can never get enough pyrite. I made a whole video on it. I'll link it for you. It's amazing for money and success and things like that. So this one I did not buy. This was a gift. I finally have some kunzite. Oh, this looks like a fairy castle. I don't know if you can adequately see how beautiful this is, but there are towers. So I was doing a moldavite energies video. I've been doing this series where I pick up moldavite, I figure out what the energy is, and then I add another crystal and see how the energy moves. And someone wanted me to try it with kunzite, and I realized I didn't have any. And my wonderful friend Brittany showed up that week with a piece of kunzite for me. You guys, I wouldn't even have a YouTube channel if it wasn't for Brittany. I will link a video up here. I actually did a little crystal tour of her house. We looked at all the crystals that she has. She is the one who pushed me to start my YouTube channel when I kept talking about it. And in the beginning, like, it's so nerve-wracking to put up a video and think that no one's gonna watch it. And I always knew that at least one person, so stupid, I don't think I can say this without crying. I always knew that at least one person would watch my videos and comment on them. And that gave me like the confidence to actually post videos. And sometimes in life, it's so hard to find people that actually celebrate your success and actually want you to do well. And when you actually find someone like that, it's just such a blessing. So, long story short, the only reason that you get to watch me right now is because of Brittany. And the only reason I have kunzite right now is because of Brittany. I actually also got a couple of little pieces of kunzite. So I got a couple of little pieces of kunzite, and I think I'm probably going to wrap these independents. But they're just like that slightly pinky purple color and this really like gemmy quality. Those little guys are new. This is also something that has recently been added to my collection. This is a little hagstone, and this actually came in a bath bomb. And I am getting ready to do a video on the company I got it from and how much I love them. So make sure you hit the subscribe button if you want to see that video in the future. But yeah, this is a hagstone from the West Coast. And I actually have a hagstone that I found here in the backyard. And mine only has like one big hole through it. And I have a string through the hole. And so I think it's really cool that I have a hagstone now from the East Coast, and this one was found on the West Coast. And the energy is completely different. And God, I really love it. There's a million holes in this one. Just really, really cool. Very, very happy with him. And then the last thing I'm going to show you, I still have in the box. And I don't know exactly why. I was so excited for these to come, and I think that it's such a super cool thing, but I don't fully know yet why I have them or what exactly the energy is. I haven't actually touched them that much. I don't know. I don't know. They're cool. So these came from Jerusalem, and it says they are ancient stones from the Holy Land, the holy city of Jerusalem. And these popped up on my like Etsy feed one day when I had been doing a lot of crystal shopping. And I just knew I had to have them. So these are just like rocks, stones. The energy in these is insane. I don't want to say they like freak me out, but there's a lot going on here. So here's one of them. And it came in a box of 5. I don't have that much to say about these right now. I haven't worked with them at all, but I can feel the power and energy radiating off of them. When I first got my first piece of moldavite, I kept it in a box every once in a while. I wasn't afraid of it, but it's like I wasn't ready for the full energy to hit me all at once, and maybe that's what's going on with these. I have had them in the box with the lid closed, and dude, I'm just sitting here holding them. The lid's open, and it's making me feel crazy. It's like this, it's like the energy's hitting me right here, and it's just a lot. So these are my ancient stones from Jerusalem. I'm so glad they made it here. It took a while, but they're here. I feel like if I ever actually sit down and meditate with one of these, it's going to take me into some really cool past life stuff. Like, it's so weird because at the same time, I don't want to put this down, but also I'm dying to put it down. I love how mysterious and weird some crystals are. Like, how can you not be into this stuff? It's so cool. Anyways, I need to calm myself down. Calm down, Rachel. I believe that's it. Those are the stones and the crystals that I got over the summer. Summer is over, I guess. I live in the south, so it's still hot, so that's exciting for me. But it is September, the middle of September, so the official summer is over. Most of the tourists are gone, and life goes on. Thank you so much for stopping by today, you guys. I appreciate you watching so much. I am grateful for each and every one of you. I hope you have such a great day. I will see you guys next time.